Hey, good morning, everybody. Dano the Rust Buster. I'm Pompano Beach today. What's happened is the way I roll is like this. When I'm out on the road and I have issues, or Goldie has issues, there's pretty much that I can't fix until they add up where it becomes it's necessary to take her off the road. And this happens to be one of those times. My batteries, as we know, I've got three on this side, three on this side. I'm running through this inverter. I have multiple chargers. I got solar panels. I've got fuse boxes, solar controllers, and all that kind of stuff. Well, uh, the, the this is the way I originally built it. So now I've discovered a lot of things along my way. You learn things, and I have to really basically take it apart and redo it. I don't like the way the cables are working. I don't like this. I don't like that. It's more efficient this way. It's more effective that way. I need as much power as I can get out of it. So I've got these 612 volts, and I think one of them, this guy down here, he's making me suspicious that there's something wrong with him. As with everything that I do, I overwork everything that I've got from tools to charging systems. I max out everything. It's not that I abuse it. I just whatever it's rated for, I want 100% of it. I did have these four 6-volt batteries in there. Okay. But when I charge and discharge at a really under heavy loads, this one took a crap. It's done. So when you have one battery out of so many that's cooked, it drags the rest of them. It drags the rest of them down, and you lose a lot of your oomph. So I'm going to take it all apart and redo it because that's not now. With all that, every upgrade that I make and everything I do always ends up with more weight. It doesn't, I mean, I've got weight in here, the AC up on top, all those batteries, this and that and the other. My suspension, I've added some lift springs. I got gas shocks. I've got helper springs. I've got a lot of hardware under the rear end. Unfortunately, the where the leaf springs mount to their brackets, they're old, and to replace them, to tell you the truth, I just don't have the oomph that I used to have. It's just they're just too tough. So what I did when I'm going down the highway at 70 miles an hour, and I'm getting a little bit of wind, I could feel the ass end drift side to side. I've got the lift, the vertical aspect of it, the structural integrity. But when you're up like that and you got all that weight on there, and those leaf springs actually they drift side to side. Well, I'd have to put new bushings in there. I just can't do it. They're not sloppy or flopping around. It's just I'm working it. So what have I got? Yeah, Ray Gonzalez would know what that is. Oh yeah, well, Uncle Ray, he would know. That's called a panhard bar. And a panhard bar, this gets welded to the undercarriage of the van somewhere. I'll find a point, and then this one gets welded to the top of the rear end. So that way, it keeps it going. Keeps the rear end going. It'll go up and down, but it won't go side to side. That's a very, very, very typical application in a lot of muscle cars to prevent that sideways drift. It tightens her up because it's really getting. I used to have an old saying. If it isn't dirty, dangerous, or deafening, then I won't do it. Well, you know what? I'm getting a little too old to take those kind of chances, and Goldie's making me nervous. To tell you the truth, I just got a feeling as though she's gonna. I don't like that ass swaying back and forth doing 70, 80 miles an hour. So, well, don't do 70 or 80. That's not the way to go. So I'm going to be here in Pompano for a few days. I got to order up some cable. I'm pulling everything out of the back out of her. I got to do what I got to do. So consider this for my guys that I've got in Miami, the one in Lauderdale with the streamline. All you guys that follow me, I'll be back. I just need a few days to go into this and get her tightened up. I got a couple of other electrical issues. I want my CB in there, so I'm going to be doing electrical for at least 4 or 5 days. Until then, thank y'all. Be well. Rock on. Bye bye.